So let's talk about FRRR donation accounts, and they are a special purpose account, and they're a great way for non-deductible gift recipient community groups to fundraise and to offer those who donate to them a tax deduction. They can be used to fundraise for a really wide range of projects or programs, provided they are for charitable purpose. Anyone can donate to a donation account, and that includes individuals. It includes private ancillary funds and community foundations themselves, and they can all receive a tax-deductible receipt. Now, establishing a donation account allows you to test just how easy or hard it might be to raise funds in your community without having to go through all of the legals, as Alice has just explained, for the establishment of a community foundation. So ultimately, it all comes back to what you're trying to achieve.
There will be some people who will be going, but how come FRRR can do that and we can't do that when we set up our community foundation? If I've just spent that time saying you can't get tax deductible donations and give through your company and give them broadly to charitable purposes, but yet that is exactly what FRRR can do. And FRRR has its own specific listing in the Tax Act. It's named individually. And so it's got a very special tax status that is unfortunately not available more widely, and particularly not to community foundations.
Tomorrow Today Foundation is another exceptional example of a community foundation, and they're based in Benalla in Victoria. And their focus has been on enabling the Benalla district to create stronger, more resilient and prosperous rural community, very much via a focused approach to lifting youth literacy and numeracy levels. The foundation was formed in 2002, and today the group makes grants to local charitable projects annually, thanks to income generated from their permanent and growing community fund. And they undertake their own projects as well, like the Education Benalla program, and it secures additional funds from beyond Benalla via the donation account.
We have a donation account with FRRR that enables us to process those tax-deductible donations. That's really vital to the way that we function. So in the beginning, that donation account was established specifically for our Education Benalla program, which is addressing educational attainment levels in Benalla. But we've expanded it recently to be able to process other donations as well. In this way, if a community organisation actually comes to us and wants to do some good publicly, we can help them by helping them process their donations through the regional account. The benefits of the donation account are at least twofold for us, in that a lot of our funding for the Education Benalla program comes from major philanthropy, and they cannot give directly to us because we don't have DGR1 status. So our funders can put the money through the FRRR donation account, and then it's given back to us, and also, of course, to process the donations that we receive in Benalla for people who want that tax deductibility status.
So, if setting up a donation account sounds palatable to you, what are the steps to go through? Now, it's a relatively simple process, particularly compared to what Alice outlined, but you still have to address certain criteria. And so there's an application form to outline the purpose, the need in your community, the project deliverables, how much you hope to fundraise, over what time frame, and how you're actually going to utilise that money. The project needs to be charitable and within FRRR's objects, which are to promote rural, regional and remote renewal, regeneration and development in social, economic, environmental and cultural areas. The FRRR board considers all of the donation account applications, and if it's approved, the account is opened, and then we set up a memorandum of understanding exchanged between FRRR and the head of the community organisation that's proposing the donation account. And we outline the terms and conditions and how we'll interact. The community organisation then works with FRRR to develop its publicity material and donation forms, and all tax-deductible money is generally paid to FRRR directly. And as Alice highlighted earlier, that can sometimes be a barrier because people see money leaving their region before it comes back. We then issue tax-deductible receipts to all of those donors. And monies raised towards the approved project are essentially held with FRRR until the funds are required for the local project and on a request are released. Now, those releases of funds, of course, require a bit of reporting because we need to make sure that the funds are being used in line with the purpose, and so some regular reporting requirements are set up as well. Now, as Alice highlighted, with most of these things, there are also fees for the services and support that's offered. Now, for a general donation account, FRRR does charge 5% of donations received to help defray the costs of administration. For community foundations, that's 2.5%. So there is still a fee to consider when you're utilising this service.